Hello everyone and welcome to my Unreal Engine 4 tutorial series on how to make a third-person shooter gun system. Last time we left off doing this part, so I can show with different automatic system for the shotgun as well as this and as well as this single shot. In this video we will do the reloading part, but before we start, people were asking me what is this one, add damage to hit object. So we are checking if it has the take damage interface, and then we are doing the damage. In the event graph we are calling that function, this one, and in the add damage, this one. So let me show you real quick. So I will simply make a blueprint class of an actor. You don't need to make it, I am just showing you. So test enemy cube. So as you can see, I will simply add a cube. This is 1 cross 1 cross 1 cube. This is my enemy cube, and in the event graph, in the class settings, I will implement that take damage interface. Take damage. Hit compile. Now if I right click and add an event, you can see that do damage event. So let's say by default my cube has some health of 100, so it would be a float and default value should be 100. So let's say by default my cube has 100 of health. Whenever I receive an damage, I want to set this health to minus of the received damage, and then I want to check hit branch. Then I want to check if it's my health is less than or equal to 0 or not. If it's less than or equal to 0, then I want to print a string called dead, and if it falls, then I want to print a string of whatever my health is, right? And obviously I need to set the health after removing the health. Okay, so this health would go in here, get the health. I hit compile, save, and let me just see the collision. So as you can see, blocked all dynamic, and it is blocking the camera trace, the weapon trace. So okay, so let's say this is a enemy cube. This has currently 100 of health. So if I shoot, as you can see it's 90 because my AK-47 is 10 amount of damage in it. So as you can see, it is receiving the damage. If I click anything else, it is not receiving the damage because all other objects are not doing the damage. So as you can see, now it is dead. You can call it with any gun. So this is what cube do. The second one, in the master object, in the event graph, let's do just for duration so that I can show you what I am doing. Okay, as you can see, it is blocking something, not in here. As you can see, this is blocking the cog bed because the cog bed has that overlapping sphere, the interaction sphere, but I don't want that to block. So I will simply set that to none because it's just for a showing purpose. So I will go to the settings. In the project settings, in the collisions, as you can see, we have made that weapon trace channel and I have set it to block. But let's say for overlap all, if you double click, I don't want this to block my weapon trace in the overlapping. So I will simply to overlap or ignore, whatever, you just don't block it in the overlap. Same way with overlap all dynamic, where what is this one. So yes, hit accept and I will simply close, save, and now if I hit play, it is not blocking. Just for showing purpose I will turn on the debugging. Okay, as you can see it is not blocking. So this is what we're gonna do. Now come back to the reloading part. So for the reloading, let's make a UI, just a simple UI. We will make a better HUD, but just for showing purpose I will create a UI of a HUD, and in here let's simply add one text. This text is your current ammo / your maximum ammo, and this HUD. So first things first, we need an input. Hit R to reload. So I will simply open my project settings, and in the input I will add a new action mapping called reload, and this would be from R button. Where was it? This one. Okay. So I will simply open my blueprint, and in here in my weapon graph, because we will code all the things in my weapon graph for the weapon purpose. So search for a reload. I cannot find the reload. Why? I will simply go to the project settings and see where I messed up. Reload with the R, then it should work. Oh, this is my construction script. Okay, in this one, weapon graph, this one, reload action events, I will simply close this. So what I have to do when I reload, so first I have to check if it's attacking, because I don't want to attack. So is not true. First I want to check this, hit prompt. Then I simply get that weapon component and in hand weapon, and I will check if my in hand weapon is valid or not. So is valid. Okay, and then I want to reload, so I have to make a reload functionality. So minimize this guy and open up your blueprint weapon master weapon. Okay, so let's code out in the event graph. In the minus, I will simply right click and add a custom event called reload event. So this is what this is actually gonna reload everything, but for the reload we need some maximum amount in our player's bag, right? Because then and then we can reload, otherwise it will just simply shoot one round and then it will stop. So let's open up my weapon system and add a variable. I'm call it ammo type / maximum ammo or total ammo. Okay, and this would be a type of enum, so we have to make an enum. So right click, go to the blueprints, make an enumeration. I'm gonna call it E_ammo type. Right, open that up, and I need some ammo types. First I will set it to none, because I don't want any gun to by default acquire any ammo type. Let's say rifle ammo, then a shotgun ammo. You can add as many type of ammo you want, let's say 7mm, 9mm, but I am just setting showing purpose, so I am just setting it to simple. Pistol ammo. Save. Let's close this guy. So in the weapon system component we have added the ammo type / maximum ammo. The type should be E_ammo type, and this would be a map ammo type integer and the E_ammo type. Hit compile, save. So as you can see, we can add some values. So let's say for showing purpose, let's say I have some rifle ammo of 360. Let's say I have 360 of rifle ammo, pistol ammo of 120, and shotgun ammo of 270. You cannot add this key again. This is a key value pair. You cannot add the rifle ammo twice because this is a map, and you cannot have same keys in the map. You can add 360 in here and 360 in here, but you cannot add rifle ammo twice. Okay. This is for showing purpose that I have by default this type of amount in my inventory. Okay. For the reloading part, first things first, I want to check whenever I reload, I need to play a sound 2D, and let's say this sound is my reload sound, so I will simply promote to variable, call it reload sound. Okay, so first we are playing the reloading sound, then we have to play a reloading animation. So I will grab my player character and play animation montage. Let's say this promoted to variable, I'm call it a reload montage, because every different guns have different types of reloading montage. Then I need some delay, and the delay would be a reload duration, because every gun has different type of reload duration. So reload duration, so I have to wait for that much. Then I have to set bullets. So let's create a function called set bullets and reload, because we have to set bullets on reload, otherwise it will just simply say we have 0 bullets. Okay, so let's set the bullets. So first thing what I will need to check, so grab your weapon structure and I will break it. So I need, first is my clip or magazine size, and I need that let me just make some room here. And yes, in the construction script we have to grab that ammo, so minimize it, and weapon structure I will add that ammo type because we need that. So new variable call ammo type, e underscore ammo type, so whatever the ammo your gun uses. Okay, hit compile, and where it is, yes, e weapon ammo, so I need to set in here. Click on this and add as a spin, yes, hit compile, save. Okay, now I have that ammo type, right? So what I need to do, I need to find this ammo in my player's weapon component. So grab that weapon system component, get the weapon system component. From the get ammo type, this map we have made, this one. So I have a map which has the ammo type / whatever the ammo is. So I will simply find my this ammo, if this has ammo in it or not. So yeah, this will get the value of that key. So I need to check if it's greater than 0 or not. If it's true, then and then I want to follow the reloading part. Otherwise, if I don't have any ammo in my pocket, then I don't want to follow the reloading part, right? Now what I need, so my magazine size should minus this guy, the current ammo. and this would be your needed ammo to reload. So I will simply promote this guy to a local variable, call it needed ammo to reload. Let's hit it a true branch, and I don't think I need anything else, so I will simply hide all the unconnected pins. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to hit a branch, a second condition. This condition would be grab the weapon structure and I will break it out, and I have that ammo type. So simply I will find that from my this guy. So I will simply copy this finding, Control W to duplicate that. Okay, and let's just make some room here. Okay, I need to find this ammo type, and now I have the ammo, whatever the ammo I have. So if this guy is less than or equals to my ammo added needed ammo or not, let me just hide all the unconnected pins. Yeah. So if this guy is less than or equal to my ammo needed, then and then I will go for the true branch, otherwise the false branch, right? For the false branch, what I will do, I will set the weapon structure variables. So I will grab this weapon structure and set members in weapon structure. And what I need to set as my weapon structure, so I need to set whatever this ammo is, this one, minus the ammo needed, because yeah, we have added that guy, so we have to set the weapon in a new one. And what actually I need, so I will simply break this, and I have that magazine size. So I have to set that magazine size of amount of ammo, this one in here. So click on this magazine size to add a pin, and this one would go here, because let's say my magazine size is 40 amount of ammo, then after reloading I have to set 40 bullets in my gun. And in here I need that ammo type, right, so that I can remove my ammo from my inventory. So I will get this guy and I will Control W to duplicate that, and I have to update this ammo. So I will simply add, so this will first find this ammo type and it will add something in it. Now add doesn't mean that 5 plus something, it means that it will set the next value to it. So if the current value is 5 and if you add 7, then the 5 will be override by 7. So this guy would be this one, the minus. Okay, this looks a little bit messy, but it will work, right? And we have done this for the false branch, right? So let's do for the true branch, because let's say if you are doing, even if this guy is not less than or equal to this one. So for that what we will do, so we will have to do the same thing. I have to grab this weapon structure and I have to set members in my weapon structure. But for the true branch, what I need to do, I need to set whatever my gun currently have the ammo is, and I have to add that with my plus. So my current ammo, this guy, and I have to add it with whatever the my inventory ammo is. Let's say I don't have enough ammo to currently reload all the all the ammo. Then I will do, let's say 40 rounds I can fire, but I only have 20 ammo in my inventory. Then I have to set the ammo of 20. For that I need that e underscore ammo type, and yes, this guy I have to simply control W to duplicate that, and in here first I need to find this guy ammo type. Then what I will do, this plus this, and this is your new current ammo, and I will set it in here. Obviously then we have to set this guy to 0 because we have all the ammo for our gun and we don't have any ammo for our inventory. So I will simply set this ammo, so add, and I will set it to 0, and type would be this ammo type. Okay, so much mess going on here. So let me just show you a real quick what we are doing. So first we have checked if we have enough ammo in our inventory or not to reload. So our inventory ammo is greater than or 0 or not. So yes, we have enough ammo to inventory. So amount of ammo I have to reload is whatever my round size is, whatever, and whatever my current ammo is. So I have to reload that type of ammo. Then just make it here so it looks good. Then we have checked, what we have checked, that if my inventory ammo is less than or equal to the ammo I need or not. So let's say I need 30 bullets to reload, but in my inventory I only have 20 bullets, then it will follow the true part, otherwise false. So yeah, I have enough ammo so that I can reload a whole new round, then I will follow the false part. In the false part, simply I have set the ammo to my max size, whatever the current round I can fire, and then I have simply removed that bullets from my player's inventory, the weapon component map. In the true part is I don't have enough ammo so that I can reload a whole new round. So I have simply find whatever the ammo I have, and I have simply added that and my current ammo to my weapon structure, and I have set my ammo to 0. So we have done this. In the event graph, I will simply call that set bullet and reload function. So yeah, we have did that. Okay, now what I need it compiles. I need a variable called is reloading, compile, and I will set it to false, and I think this is it. So this is for a reloading event. Now I need two more events. First is reload button. Okay, custom event. Add a custom event. I'm gonna call it reload button event. So whenever I hit my reload button, this event should fire. So hit compile, save, and in my third person character we have made this in hand weapon is valid or not, right? Okay, is it crash? Okay, so I have to simply set that reload button event in here. So I have to call out my reload button, compile, save, and close. Okay, let's code this reload button event. For the reloading, what condition should satisfy? So condition should be, break this weapon structure. The condition should be I currently ammo should not be is equal to 0. because my current ammo is equal to 0, it will already reload by auto reloading. That we're gonna code later on. So first thing in here, a second condition should be my weapon structure, clip size and current ammo should not be equal. Let's say I already have 40 amounts of bullet in my gun and the current magazine size is also 40, then I don't want to reload. So I will simply Ctrl W to duplicate that. Okay, I need that mag size and current ammo, and I is not equal to this guy. Now for the third branch, because let's say if I hit R, then it is reloading. It is reloading, and if I hit again R, then it will also again reload, but I don't need that. So if it's already reloading, then I don't want to reload it again. So is reloading is not true. Then and then I want to follow this part, and in here first I have to set this is reloading to true, and then simply the reload event. Reload event is this one we have coded first. Hit compile save. Yes, and now for the third auto reload function, this is not take much. So hit custom event. This is my auto reload. So whenever my bullet ammo is go beyond 0, then I want to auto reload it. So what are the conditions for auto reload? First condition is my weapon structure's current ammo should be equal to 0. So is my current ammo is equal to 0? Yes, it is. And then what I need to check, from my player I have that weapon system component, this one, and in here I have that map ammo type. So I will find my ammo. For that ammo, obviously I need that ammo type. So I will find this type of ammo, and if this is greater than 0 or not, yes it is. If this both conditions should satisfy, then and then I want to auto reload, right? Again for the auto reload, hit branch. It shouldn't reloading, because if it's already reloading, then I don't want to reload it again, and I have to set if it's not reloading, then and then I have to reload. So first I will simply set this is reloading to true, and then the reload event. This reload event is this one. Now we have to call out that auto reload function. Okay, so minimize it. In here, as you can see, in the start fire and the stop fire event, we have made this in my previous tutorial of starting and stopping the reloading part. So I have to call out that auto reload in here. So auto reload before we even call out that, and in here auto reload, right? Hit compile. So when we have coded all the things, so let's save this. We need that animation montage for my reloading animation. So reload, let's see, reload rifle. I will simply create a montage, and I will call it a upper part of reload montage. Hit save. Okay, in my weapon effects, SFX, I need a reload sound. So as you can see, I have this AK-47 reload sound, which is something similar to this. Okay, so let's see for the AK-47, my reload sound, where it is, this one is my AK reload. My animation montage for is this, and my reload duration, let's say it takes 3 seconds to reload. Compile, save, close, and so it is reloading. Let's set that HUD weapon in here, because we have to see the current ammo, this guy, ammo bar. Okay, first things first, I will simply construct and okay, cast to my third person. Don't worry, we will do the HUD in the next tutorial. Get player character. This is just for showing purpose. We will actually code all the HUDs. The player reference, and I need that weapon component as well because it will use very often. So get weapon system component, and I will promote this to a variable. Call it a weapon component, whatever you want. Let's set it to here so that I don't have to just set in here. Okay, this ammo bar, I will bind this text to this weapon component. Get in hand weapon, okay, is valid. So if it's true or not, if it's valid or not. Just if it's valid, then I want to format the text, and in here the curly bracket starting and closing, this one. So current ammo slash max ammo, and if you hit enter, you can see two parameters. If you code anything in the curly brackets, you can add it as a parameter. So current ammo would be this guy's weapon structure. Where is the weapon structure? Just get weapon structure and get current ammo, a breakout. Okay, we have the current ammo, and let's just hide all the unconnected. We need that ammo type. And from my weapon system component, yes, I need that maxi ammo type slash total ammo map. I will find this ammo type, and whatever this ammo would go to in the max ammo. Okay, done. Hit play. Now we don't show anything. Okay, we haven't created this HUD. In the content, in my third person player character, let's create a function called create HUD. So let's create a widget. A widget would be the HUD widget. Promote it to variable in case we need this. So HUD. You can create this HUD in your game as well as your controller or game mode or the player. So add to viewport. Okay, hit play. Whoops, we have to call out this create HUD. In the event graph, do we have the begin play? Event begin play. Yes, and I want to create the HUD on my begin play. Okay, so as you can see, I have 40 guns slash maximum ammo shoot 0. Okay, it is not working as it should. Okay, so let's see where we messed up. Oh wait, I have to tell my AK-47 that it uses the ammo type of rifle ammo, otherwise it won't work. So now, okay, so as you can see, 3 seconds. if I hit R, first it will reload, then after some reload duration this guy should change. Yes, it's changed, but okay, so my current ammo is not working. In my master weapon, let's see where I messed up. Okay, so problem was in that set bullets and reload. So in here, after the force branch, the second force, this one, we are setting the member in our mag size. Actually we have to set in my current ammo rather than the mag size, and I have to set that mag size in the current ammo. Also this add, it is the same as this one. I have simply just Ctrl W to duplicate that and added it here so that it looks more clean. So as now, as you can see, 40 and 360, and if I hit R, as you can see, yes, it is working as it should. And now if I clear the whole round, so it is auto reloading, and after some reload duration it is working. So yeah, we have done this. We will actually create that, but before that, as you can see, if I see upwards and if I shoot, it is shooting the upwards, but the gun is facing towards the forward direction, so the offsetting is not the right. So we will create the aim offset in the next video, and then after we will create the HUD. So this is all for it now. So thank you so much guys for watching, and bye bye.